what popped into my head today is, hi, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Well, hello there. Let's talk. Let's talk. Today, I want to talk to you about camping. Yeah, I said camping. Because I am a camper. Kinda, sorta. Well, yeah, I am a camper. I camp. I used to camp. I used to camp very recently. I camped right up until the pandemic. I just don't camp right now. I don't know if I'm going back to camping. I don't know if I'm going back to camping. I don't actually think I'm going back to camping. I'm probably not camping again, but when I say camping, let me define camping for you. Let me define camping for you. Let me define it. Let me define camping. Camping is tent camping. I'm not talking about RVs or cabins or anything else. It's just pitching a tent and camping. Pitching a tent. Putting your tent up and camping. It's one of the things I actually like to do. But something's changed. I recently become more, what is the word? What's the word? What's the word? Bougie. Not quite bougie, just, well, maybe bougie. I don't know. I do have $20 toothpaste. Dirt. I use dirt in my teeth. It's clay, people. Calm down. It's not dirt. I don't go outside and just shove dirt in my mouth and chew and say I'm brushing my teeth. It's clay. It's clay. Look it up. It's clay. It's actually really good for you. Your teeth. See? See? What was I? Okay, so clay. So clay? Am I talking about clay? I'm not talking about clay. Well, I probably should talk about clay because it's amazing. Actually, I'm going to talk to you about clay, but another time. I am going to talk to you about clay, though, because it's pretty amazing, but another time. So, camping. I guess I got a little bougie, but it's kind of weird because I didn't start out that way. I don't know if you can say I'm fully bougie. I don't think so. Because I still don't do the designer stuff. I mean, I don't even know, where did this come from? I don't know. Probably Ross. I just did a commercial. Pay me. I just did a commercial for you. It was so inspiring. And it was so motivating. You should want to pay me. You should want to pay me. It was so motivating. Hey, I got this now, Ross. I think that's my commercial. I'm an actor, I swear. Okay, so, yeah, you should, I don't know what I'm saying. So I was talking about camping. Oh, camping, bougie, camping, Ross, camping, bougie. Oh, so I'm definitely not bougie, but I don't know. I'm some kind of weird hybrid because who doesn't like the finer things in life, right? But I don't actually seek them out. I don't actually look for them, but I'll go along with them. Like, if someone wants to go to a restaurant, for example, if someone wants to go to a restaurant that's above what I would normally pay, I'll just be like, yeah, let's go. Because I want to try it, and I think my palate's pretty good. But I wouldn't do it on my own. So I don't know what that is. I'm half bougie? Quasi-bougie. Quasi-bougie. It's me. At any rate, I started out camping, and it brought down my bougie level, actually, because I went straight camping and never did it before, a few years ago. But I had friends that would camp, so I'm like, let me join you and just sleep on the ground. We weren't sleeping on the ground. They're sleeping on air mattresses. And then I figured out that that's not a good idea because I had a nice bed. That's right. I had a nice bed. It was a horrible idea. So I had a nice bed. It was freezing. It was at the freezing point. I mean, I wasn't being hyperbolic. I wasn't using hyperbole. It was freezing. was actually the freezing point. You know, freezing point, 0 degrees, 36 Celsius. What is freezing in Celsius? Alexa, what is freezing in Celsius?
Freshwater's typical freezing point is 32 degrees Fahrenheit, or 0 degrees Celsius, but seawater freezes at about
Alexa,
28.4 degrees.
Stop. So freezing like 32 degrees Celsius, I mean, freezing, actually freezing, 0 degrees. Alexa, what is considered freezing temperature?
Here's something I found on the web. According to weather.gov, a freeze is considered to have occurred whenever the temperature drops to 32 degrees or lower.
Alexa, is freezing 32 degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Here's something I found on the web. According to convertworld.com, in this scale, the freezing point of water is 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
Alexa, stop.
32 degrees Fahrenheit.
Alexa,
and
stop.
The boiling point is 2.
Alexa, stop. Okay, so, I mean actual freezing. 0 degrees Celsius, right? Yeah, I know what it is. It's 0 degrees Celsius, 32 degrees Fahrenheit. See, I know some things. So it was freezing, and it was raining, and we were in the tent, freezing, because the tent wasn't very good. Look, we were beginners. I was a beginner, leave me alone. So yeah, I didn't have the, so I may not have had the best gear. I didn't know what I was doing at the time. So on top of that, there was an airbed. And if you know anything about this, you're probably already laughing or shaking your head, because if you use an air mattress on a freezing ground, surrounded by freezing air, it just soaks, it just absorbs. It absorbs. The mattress absorbs the air. And then it's freaking freezing. So I called it an ice bed. It was an ice bed. I slept on a block of ice. I slept on ice. It was like getting in a freezer and laying on a bag of peas. I was just like in the tundra. So that's what it feels like to be in a glacier. On a glacier. I had a glacier bed. That wasn't a brand name. It's just cold. Imagine that you just like piled up all the cold you can in one place. So snow, maybe? I don't know, snow. Caribbean. Floridian. Not proud. So it was a terrible experience. The point is, this is the whole point of this. It was a terrible experience. And instead of it was a terrible experience. It was a bad experience, but at the same time, it somehow just motivated me. I found motivation. Sink, swim, I'm a swimmer. You know what I mean? I'm actually a swimmer. But sink or swim, you put me in a situation of sinking or swimming, I'm going to swim. Trial by fire, forged in fire, trial and error. Just a lot of trial, a lot of fires when it comes to learning things, apparently. And drowning, that too. If you put me in a situation with pressure, I rise to the top. That's not a saying. That's not a saying. Nope. So you probably have learned that I don't do idioms. Okay? Something about being first generation American. I don't get them. Sometimes I mix them up. You know, you gather a rolling moss, a rolling stone will break the dam. Anyway, What's the point? I just realized that if you watch Back to the Future, watch Back to the Future, it's a classic. Watch Back to the Future, it's a classic. If you watch Back to the Future, I am Biff. So proud. He says he says an insult in there. He says an insult like, wait, let me see if I remember. That's me concentrating. That's me concentrating. Make like a tree and get out of here. That's me in idioms. I can't get them straight. That's a whole nother thing. Okay, so I just found it, I didn't like the fact that I lost. I lost at camping. So it just made me want to go camping more. And I just went on this crazy run of researching and planning trips and going on trips and flying and hiking and camping and camping all around, camping in different places and swamps and mountains and forests and all kinds of places. I was just camping. I was like, I'm gonna camp. The one thing I did not camp in is snow, because I don't know snow. I'm Jamaican. I know beaches. I don't know snow. Okay? So I didn't do the snow. And I never will. That's not gonna happen. But I went on this camping spree for a few years up into the pandemic, and I had a good time. But now that I have everything figured out camping wise, and I have everything the way that I want it, and I'm a light packer and I have lightweight gear, and I have quality gear that can handle anything, including the humidity in Florida, which, if you don't have quality gear, will give you a wet tent. Inside, I'm saying. I mean, you wake up like you were in a sauna. Not even a sauna. You wake up like you were in a hot tub and you just got out and got in a sleeping bag. That's what the humidity can do if you are unaware, uneducated, and have bad gear. How did I learn that? The hard way. Not talking to professionals or anything. Here, you know what? Detour. Talk to professionals when you're doing anything new. Just because you've seen it on TV doesn't mean you can do it, right? Or you can learn the hard way, like me. And learning the hard way was not fun. But it also wasn't dangerous per se, where if you are trying something new, like, I don't know, a new sport, or even just hiking, like long distance hiking. They're called hike-throughs. If you're doing a hike-through, like the book or movie, Wild, you'll want to do, wait, is that the name of it? Is that the name of the movie? Go to IMDb like you all do anyway. Why did my phone just not recognize my face? Just go to IMDb like we all do. Like another commercial. Just go to IMDb. Is it Wild? I don't know if it's Wild or The Wild. It's Wild. Okay, so like the movie Wild, just thought of that all on my own. I remembered. Like the movie Wild, that bitch was crazy. Wild? She was, not the brightest, not the sharpest crayon in the box. She wasn't a brain physicist. Idioms. That's an idiom. What you want from me? What you want? I just told you, pay attention. Idioms. So, she wasn't too bright. I mean, the very limited things that I did know about camping, reading that book, I'm like, why wouldn't you talk to somebody about the right stuff? That could have cost her life. Like, for real though, that could have cost her life. So don't just get up and do stuff. There's information everywhere. It's the information age, the internet. You know what the internet is? The internet. The internet. You can just that's it. Just oh, I will die if I do that. Okay. So I shouldn't do that? What's the best way to Hey Siri. Hey Siri. What's the best way to not die on the top of a mountain? Can I eat blowfish? Can I eat raw blowfish? Should I drink Clorox on a dare? Should I drink Clorox on a dare? Why seriously? Can you not recognize my face though? Oh, there it goes. Apparently I gotta do this. If I don't know how to swim, should I go to the deep end of the pool? Siri, if I go to Siri, how do I go down the deepest part of the mountain? Siri, how do I go on the most treacherous skiing slope with my... Siri, how do I go on the most treacherous skiing... Siri, how do I go on the most treacherous ski... Siri, how do I go on the most treacherous skiing slope with my very adventurous advanced friends? And I don't know how to ski. You can ask questions. You can actually look it up to not die. Or hurt yourself, because you know what? Or hurt yourself, or have quality life issues, because everybody loves to say, oh, wait. I gotta tell you something. Try this. Next time you're in a rational, logical discussion about what is dangerous, about what could be dangerous, about what could be dangerous to somebody's life or limb, and they say, I don't care about dying. Respond with, what if you don't die? I love doing this. Okay, for example, I like, your friend says, I like driving really fast around the curves of this mountain. I don't know, clearly mountain is the theme. I guess keep bringing up mountain examples. I must want to be on a mountain. Must be mountain time, I guess. So anyway, I love speeding around the sides of this mountain. First, ask yourself, what's the cost of failure? Death? But if they have thought of the cost of failure as being death, because people only think of the worst case scenario. if they have thought of the worst case, if they have thought of the worst case scenario being death, because people only think of the worst case, if they did consider the cost of failure being death, because people think of the worst case scenario, that's what they'll tell you, right? So you're like, but that's dangerous. So you would say, that's dangerous. And they would say, I don't care. I don't care about dying because that's what I want to do. And it was fun. And then you say, what if you don't die? Meaning, what if you just end up in horrible pain for the rest of your life, and maybe you can't move, or maybe with paralysis, maybe you have all kinds of things that are just basically terrible pain for the rest of your life, because you didn't die. You didn't die. Just say it, because honestly, it's the best. The reaction. It's the best. The reaction. The reaction. You have to. What if you don't? What if you? It has to be like this though. What if you don't die? Anyway, because they're like, They're always like, what? I never thought of that. Anyway, I was not prepared. Thank God that did not put my life in danger, but I wasn't going anywhere crazy. Like nowhere near civilization and camping in 4-foot snow or something like that. I just wasn't doing that. So it wasn't costing me my life. And we abandoned that trip, by the way. That first trip, that with the ice bed, we abandoned that. We were out and in a hotel. So, what was I going? But I don't think I'm going to be camping anymore. Well, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be camping anymore. Even my friends, I don't think I'm going to be camping. One of my regular camping friends moved away. And then my other camping friends are kind of feeling what I'm feeling. They're like, I'm done I'm done sleeping on a pad. Rather be in a hotel. Or a cabin. Cabins are pretty cool. But yeah, I think we're done. Does it make me bougie? I don't know. Just done. Had the experience. I'm done. And I'm moving to the city. Been in the suburbs my whole life. But I am moving to the city. The city. You know the city. I don't even gotta tell you. And rural life, camping life, nature and beautiful landscapes will be my vacation time, and that's it. And the vacation, though, will not be on an ice bed or on a nice warm pad and sleeping and quilt or sleeping bag. It's just gonna be cabin life, or maybe RV. Maybe. I'm not gonna buy an RV because I'm gonna be living in a city. But camping is still a possibility, I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. What were we talking about? Oh. I feel like you should take on challenges. Just be reasonable and protect yourself. But take on challenges. And if you fail at something, there was a hidden message all along. There was a message. There was a lesson all along. There was a message. I did not start out with a lesson, but apparently there's a lesson. You can just go ahead, and if you fail at something, if something didn't work out quite the way you wanted to, you could easily say, hey, I guess that wasn't meant to be. And maybe it wasn't. Wow. You're encouraging failure. You're encouraging giving up. So quit. You want them to quit then? So you want them to quit? No, what I'm saying is trust yourself and your instinct. Listen to the inner you. Listen, because maybe you did something that you weren't supposed to do to begin with, and you knew it. You knew it from the beginning. You ignored the red flags. You ignored the signs saying that you shouldn't do it, so you failed at it, and then you felt bad about it, but then you think back and you're like, yeah, I didn't want to do that anyway. That's okay. That's not quitting. That's just being happy. That's what that is. Pursuing happiness. That's what that is. It's pursuing happiness. It's pursuing happiness. It's not quitting. Now, if you did something that you're excited about doing and you're happy about doing and you felt good about doing it and then it didn't work out the way you wanted to, then try it again. Don't just be like, oh, well, that didn't work. Well, let me do something else. No, try it again. Try it again. Try it again. Figure out something else. Don't try it the exact same way, though, because that's insanity. Oh. Vroom, vroom. I don't know what this car across the street is like an earthquake when it starts up. I don't know what the hell. I feel like you need to get your car checked. Get your car checked. I feel like you need to get your car checked. I feel like a mechanic is needed. That's intentional. Why? Why exactly? I guess it's intentional. It seems on purpose. Try again. Bye. Have a good day. Try again. Try it again, but not in an insane way. Definition of insanity: doing the same thing, expecting a different result over and over and over and over again. Same thing, different result. Same thing, different result. But I did it this way. Why is it not working? I did it this way. Why is it not working? I did it this way. Why is it not working? Maybe do it a different way. Maybe try a different way. Try it again. But again, not meaning the exact same way. Try it a different way. Try it a different way. So you start. What are you starting? I don't know what you're starting. Let's say you're starting a business. Yeah, let's say you're starting a bit. You know what? Go big. Go big. You're starting a business. So you're starting a business. You planned, you researched, you're inspired. All of those are required. Oh, hey, I rhymed. So you're starting a business and you're like, I'm going to sell these. I'm going to sell these screen protectors. Yay, everybody does that. But you're unique, so yours are going to go far. But you're unique, so yours are going to go far. I'm selling these screen protectors, and I looked at the market, and I know what I want to do. I know where I want to go. I know who I want to buy from, my manufacturer, and I'm going to sell. And so you start off, and you make a horrible mistake. Like maybe you chose wrong. Maybe you chose the wrong manufacturer. And they're like, oh no, we're raising our prices immediately. So you could be like, oh, that didn't work. Or you can be like, you know what? I'm going to try another manufacturer. Instead of just picking one from a hat, this time I'm going to look deeper into it. That would be a change. You change something before you move forward. Change and try again. I have been nicknamed the Conqueror and the Overcomer. It's just very strange. Which, it's a good thing. It's a good thing, but it also makes me sound like Xena the Princess Warrior. And that I'm not. I've been nicknamed, the Overcomer. And we should all want that nickname. Just try something. It didn't work out. Throw yourself into it, make it better, and then do it again. It's actually very beneficial for you to conquer small things that you didn't think conquer. I actually don't like the word conquer. I don't actually like the word conquer because it sounds like a struggle, like you're fighting something. And it's supposed to be easier than that. Easy. It's supposed to be more of a flow. Of a flow. A flow. It's not supposed to be like a, it's supposed to be like a So the conqueror, no, I'm just take these failures and then learn from them and build on them. It's very easy to find success that way. Versus if something works right off the bat, then you're just like, I don't know, can't recreate that somewhere else because I don't even know what happened. Failure is actually good. So, what? What are we talking about? Camping. So that's camping. Yeah, you see what I did there? I used camping as an example of life and how you should just keep going. But then you said that you quit in camping, basically. All right, I'm done. Point is, I'm listening to myself and inspiration, and I did that, and I did it, and I checked it off, and it's good, and I can move on now to other things I want to experience. Like talking to you. That was a good talk, right? So, that was a good talk. I like this talk. I feel good about this talk. I feel good about this talk. I feel good about this. I feel good about this talk. I feel good about this talk. So let's talk next time. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk to me about something? We can talk. I mean, I talk, you listen. But it's still we, okay? Talk to me. I'll talk to you. Okay. Bye. Bye. Bye.